Hi everyone, I'm Lara from gosimpli.ca, and today I have a double peak cardio interval workout. So what we're going to be doing is 5 different exercises, and we're going to do each of those exercises 6 times. So first we'll do it for 40 seconds, and we'll go through all 5 exercises, and then 50 seconds for all 5, and then 60, and then we'll take a water break, and then we'll do them for 10 seconds, and then 20 seconds, and then 30 seconds. So of course we're reaching 2 different peaks, one at 60 seconds and one at 30 seconds. It is really intense, but you don't need any equipment, so just your running shoes and whatever you're comfortable working out in. I've got a warm-up and a cool-down, so let's get started. Okay, we're going to get ready with our warm-up here, and our first exercise is going to be a boxer shuffle. We're doing each of these for 30 seconds each. So just on the spot here, it's our first warm-up exercise, so don't go full out just yet. Just sort of moving your weight back and forth from side to side. The warm-up's going to be about 4 minutes long. I think we're doing 8 exercises. So in a few more seconds here, we're going to switch to a squat with an overhead reach. So feet shoulder width, reach up above your head, and then squat down low. I'll show you that from the side. So keep in mind, when we do a squat, we always start by sticking our bum out. If you want a bit of an extra stretch, you can always come up on your toes when you're reaching up. So next up, we're going to do a high knee pull, and we'll add some arms to that as well. So we're just going to lift one knee up and then pull down with your arms so that you're sort of crunching in and getting those abs nice and warm. So next up, we're going to do a good morning. We're going to use any weight with this. It's sort of like a deadlift. So just hands up by your ears, and I'm just going to bend over and then stand back up. I don't really have my knees bent, but they are nice and loose, so they're not locked straight. Let's get some lower back warmth. So like I said, this is going to be quite an intense workout. It's certainly not a beginner workout. We're going to do a torso twist, and every third one we'll lift the knee to reach up to that elbow. This workout is going to burn a lot of calories. It's going to use a lot of different muscles. It's going to give those lungs a workout. It's going to give the muscles again a workout. So it's cardio as well as toning for sure. We're going to do a reverse lunge with a reach up overhead. And if you really reach far, you'll feel a bit of a stretch through the front of the tummy there. And even through the hip flexor. And again, you're feeling a bit of a stretch. It's a fluid stretch. We're not doing anything static right now. Just a few more seconds and we'll switch off to a lateral step. So for a lateral step, we're just crossing behind, and I move my arm off to the side so I get a nice stretch along the side of my torso there. And we just have one more warm-up move before we turn ourselves over to the workout, which I must admit that even I am feeling a few reservations about, because I know it's going to be hard, but I know that when I get to the end of this, I'll feel really good. So last up is a jumping jack. So again, no noodly arms, nice and strong. I'm trying not to sniffle too much. It's summertime and I definitely am an allergy sufferer. Just a couple more seconds here. Awesome, that's our warm-up done. Grab a drink of water and keep it close by for the workout. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. Our first move is a plank up down, so we're down on the ground. Remember, we're starting with 40 seconds. Okay, so we're up, we're going to go down, and then push back up. We're going to do this for 40 seconds. And it is going to feel hard. But don't worry, after we do them all for 40 seconds, then we're going to do them for 50, and then we're going to do them for 60. So if this one feels hard, don't worry, the next will feel harder. But we can do it. And remember, if you need a break, that's fine. If you want to drop to your knees and just make it a little bit easier, that's fine too. And we have no break in between these exercises, so I'm going to jump up and do a jumping lunge. So now we've got 40 seconds of this. There's no break between any of the exercises, but I will always show you in the left corner there what exercise is coming up next, so that you can see that ahead of time. I'll try to also verbally let you know what's coming up next, but I forget sometimes. Okay, we've got just a few more seconds. We're going to go into a side squat step. Give our lungs a break. Okay, so we're just going to go to one side and then off to the other side. So as much as this is a break for our lungs to catch our breath, those thighs are going to be burning. So like I said, it's a very, very challenging workout. I will be taking breaks all the way through, I'm sure. And I hope you do too. There's no shame in taking a break. That's smart training. Okay, so next up we're going to be doing a bicycle crunch. So we'll be laying down on the ground. So hop down as quickly as you can and bicycle crunch. So opposite knee to elbow and cycling your legs like you're on a bicycle. We're doing really well so far. We're almost through our first. Remember, we sort of have 6 rounds to go through. The 40, 50, 60, break, and then 10, 20, 30. We only have one more exercise in this 40-second round. So hop up. We're doing a long jump and a squat jump. And then turn around, long jump, squat jump. Now again, if you're feeling tired, you can always just do part of it. So do the long jump and then just a squat. If you don't want to do the squat jump, or you can do a step and just do the jump squat part. Whatever works for you. Awesome. First round down. Now we're moving up. Now that you know what it's all about, we're moving up to 50 seconds for each. So hop down. We got the plank. So remember, we go down and then we go up. Try to alternate which arm. You're starting with the push-up on each time. And remember, we got our core tight, our belly's tucked. We're trying not to let our bum go way up, but of course the more tired we get, the more likely that is to happen. We only have 10 seconds left. And then we're going to jump up and do jumping lunges. Okay, jumping lunges. I find those plank up downs really challenging. Most women don't have tons of upper body strength, but they are really good, not only for the upper body, but all through the core. 50 seconds to do an exercise is a really long time. So don't be ashamed if you want to move into just a reverse lunge. That's fine. And then go back to jumping lunges when you can. Okay, we got that side squat step, and that really burns. You're not jumping anymore, but my goodness. We are asking a lot of our body today. We're halfway through this one. Try and get some deep breaths if you can. You can always stand up quickly, give those legs a rest, and then go back. And now we're doing bicycle crunch. So down on the ground, and then again, opposite elbow to knee. I'll admit that since it's summer here in Canada, I've been doing a lot more swimming than I have been doing HIIT. And I am feeling it right now. Swimming is very good for my joints, and it's lovely, and my kids love it. But I certainly don't treat it as a HIIT work. But that's okay. Give my body a little break and then come back at something. It's always good to give our bodies some rest. Okay, one more in this group, and that's the long jump with the jump squat. So jump, and then squat. Remember those other options I showed you before, where you could just do the jump and then just a regular squat? Or you can walk the jump and then do the jump squat. Or you can walk the whole thing. If you need a break, sometimes just continuing with the movement but without the impact is enough of a break. Almost done. 5 more seconds. Oh, we got 10 seconds. And now we're doing our hardest part of the workout. This is 60 seconds for each move. So hop down. So just keep in mind that this is the hardest portion, that taking a break can sometimes be a very smart thing to do. If you don't see me huffing and puffing now, I don't really know how I could work much harder. We're almost there. That beat tells me there's 10 seconds, and we're going to jump up to do those jumping lunges. Awesome. Jumping lunges. And I am starting to regret my choice in ensemble, being long sleeves, but long sleeves are my favorite. Remember, you can always take a break by just going into a reverse lunge. Okay, that's fine. And then go back to jumping when you can. Like I said, these are very long intervals. So close. 10 seconds. Be ready for those side squat steps. didn't even get in the squat position yet and it was burning. So you'll have to let me know when this workout was done. You can type in the comments below, or you can send me an email at gosimpli.ca/contact and let me know if you felt that this was hard too. Let me know what you liked about it, what you'd like to see more of, and I try to create what you want, so. 10 seconds left. I'm trying not just to do my upper body's bent over, therefore I must be squatting. And keep your bum low. Bicycle crunches. Okay, so opposite elbow to knee. Those abs are nice and tight. Remember, these arms, they're just sort of there. They're not actually pulling your head up. And we have one more move after this. It's the long jump with the jump squat. And then I'm going to give you a water break. So have a chance to catch your breath, knowing that we're halfway through, but not only are we halfway through, we've done the much harder half. A much bigger peak. Okay, just 5 more seconds till we get up for that long jump with the jump squat. Okay, up we get. Long jump, jump squat. These long jumps and jump squats are so good for the thighs and butt. If you want a round bum that doesn't sag, that's not flat, you need to be doing squats. Squats with weights are awesome. Jumping squats, long jumps, all of those things. They're all hard things, but they work. Oh, we're almost there. I'm really slowing down. Awesome, you got 30 seconds. Grab a drink of water and come on right back. Welcome back. Hope you had a drink of water. We're into the second half of this. Good job for coming back. We're starting with the plank up down. Only 10 seconds. So this time we're doing each exercise for 10 seconds. And then we'll do it for 20 seconds. And then 30 and then cool down. So this one's going to go fast. Jumping lunges. So this is nice to just start in easy. This second half is so much easier. Okay, side squat step. It's kind of like a reward for coming back. I know I worked you hard the first half. Next up we have a bicycle crunch. So again, look to that top left corner to see what's coming up next. We're going to have the long jump with the jump squat. Awesome, so now that one's done. Now we're going to do them for 20 seconds apiece. We really only have about 4 minutes of hard work left. So plank up, down, 20 seconds each. So none of them are as long as the first half. Thank goodness. So you should already feel proud. Okay, jumping lunges. Trying to spread your weight equally Down the center between the front leg and the back leg. Okay, side step. Now try to really keep the bum low, okay? You're not just bending over at the waist. Those legs should really be in a squat position. I'll show you from the side. So we're down low. Okay, bicycle crunch. So a few seconds left, and then we're going back up to that long jump with the jump squat. Okay, last one in the 20-second round. Five seconds left. Awesome. Last round through, guys. 30 seconds each exercise. Again, no break. Starting with the plank up, down. So this one will feel a bit challenging again. It's 30 seconds, and 30 seconds is a good amount of time, especially when we're this tired. Almost done. Jumping lunges. So my quads are really screaming a lot. They sort of sound like a 2-year-old having a temper tantrum in public. You know, it's just that much worse. Okay, 5 seconds. And then the side squat step. I can tell I'm working hard. It's getting harder to talk and keep my words clear in my brain. It's running out of oxygen. We've worked really hard today. I'm thankful that my hair is at least short because the sweat is not pretty. Less than 10 seconds to go here, and we're getting down for a bicycle crunch. All right, bicycle crunch. I notice my transitions are getting slower now. It's taking me a good 3-4 seconds to get started. That's okay. This workout is so intense. When you think about how many calories you're burning, it doesn't matter if it takes an extra second or two to get into position. Okay, last one, long jump with jump squat. This is it, guys. Give it whatever you've got left, knowing that after this, we're gonna cool down. We're almost there. Oh, thank goodness. So, we're gonna move right into that cool down. Just take a second here. Catch your breath. We're starting with just a boxer shuffle here. We have about 10 moves, 30 seconds apiece. This is the hardest one. I promise you, I'm not gonna make this difficult. Catch your breath. If you want to change it into just sort of like a side shuffle, take the bounce right out of it, totally fine. Okay, we're doing a quad stretch, left side. And this is where I wish I had a wall here. If you have a wall, grab onto it, a post, a chair, anything that can give you some balance. So we're doing each of these cool down. They're all basically stretches from here on in for 30 seconds apiece to really help loosen up those muscles. It's really our best way of saying thank you to them. That, and of course, drinking lots of water and giving them some good food. But first and foremost, we need to stretch them. So again, I got my right quad in a stretch now, knee is pointed straight down. If you're not holding on to anything, some people touch their belly button, find a spot on the floor or the wall and stare at it, whatever works for you. Next up is a hip flexor. I'm going to do the left side, and I'm also going to take my arm up and overhead and do a tricep stretch because, well, why not? We did do those plank up downs, and there was definitely some upper body and arm work in there. Tricep is an opposing or supporting muscle group there, so why not give them a stretch out? And the main focus is making sure that this hip flexor is really pushing forward. I'm just going to switch it up, make sure that right tricep and hip flexor gets a good stretch out here. I'm having to think a little harder. And the sweat is like just trickling down. Next up, we're going to do a bent over chest expansion. So lock those hands behind your back and just bend over and let those arms sort of like, just let your head fall. Let your hood come over your head if you're wearing a hood like I am. And let those arms extend overhead. Again, my knees aren't locked. They're not necessarily bent, although you can if you really want to open up that lower back more. But they are loose. They're not locked tight. Next up, we're going to get down on the floor for a seated glute stretch. So hop down. I'll put my left leg up first, so bend the left, put it over the right knee. And then you decide how close this foot moves in and how far you push up with your hands there. Whatever. You need to be able to feel the stretch, so don't just like, if I'm here, I'm not feeling much of a stretch. I do need to push in. As long as you're feeling the stretch wherever you are, that's good. We're simply going to switch it up. So now I'm putting my right leg over top of my left and pushing into it, and I'm definitely feeling that. Yep. Stairs tomorrow may be a challenge. But I will be sure to not do like a HIIT style workout again tomorrow. Next up, we're going to do a supine, so lying down torso twist. So I'm going to lie down, I'm going to pull my left leg in and roll over the side with it. My left arm is straight out, and I'm going to look towards my left hand and let my whole back get a nice stretch along the spine. You have just one more stretch left, and of course it's going to be the same stretch, but twisting the other direction. So pull in your right leg, and twist over. Excuse me, I just had a sneeze. Probably those allergies. I'm almost done here, just a few more seconds. Excellent job, everybody. If you made it through that almost 30-minute workout, you should be really, really proud of yourself. That was a super challenging one. Again, let me know what you think of it in the comments below. Let me know what other type of workouts you'd like to see, and I will definitely get on making those. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so when the new ones come up, you get them first. Thanks so much. To keep up to date with the latest workouts, subscribe to my YouTube channel and click like on Facebook. Have a workout request? Send it at gosimpli.ca/contact.